Although I have been putting most of our money into the church. And for good reason. You've seen how it's powered up the save point. Nah, I didn't get any of them. Got him. Ah. So we're trapped. Like a rat. You think the big guy's gonna do it? We already killed like 3 of him. I was really waiting for somebody to come through the door. And that's the phalanx of Zenth the prisoner. Zenth Korsiska was sentenced to life in absolute solitary confinement. He was constantly muttering something about the voices in his head. Was it maybe one of them that punished him to suicide? Or was it maybe one of them that pushed him to suicide? And only one bone left. What about over here? Gotta remember how to get to those rooms. This is not a very long area, but there's lots of like little nooks and crannies to poke our heads into. Got him. Didn't get him though. Alright, come on, you. We've dealt with your kind before. Like a big dude hitting us with a deer corpse. And there we go. So I think maybe just for sake of full disclosure. Now I've already mentioned that I did play this once, but my game file got deleted on me, so I didn't get to finish the game. Well, I've been playing a second save file, sort of alongside this one, mostly because I wanted to check out to see if I had if there was any validity to my thought about if I could get into the Mother of Mothers by going in through Mourning and Havoc over here. Well, sure enough, no, you cannot. But I did try to do some things a little differently, and one of the things I did was the woman, was it the Mother of Eternal Agony or whatever it was, the man who was watching over her. Well, instead of bringing her all the artifacts to release her from her suffering, I just killed her. So it ends up the guy that was watching her, well, he gets arrested, and he would get thrown into this cell, and he'd just be in here waiting for you. So I let him loose, but I had that symbol of his faith, so he didn't go and try to commit suicide. He just, well, he did go to the Archcathedral rooftops to consider it, but since I had the symbol with me, he wasn't going to do it. Alright. Come on. Okay, why am I making life difficult for myself? 2 more moon babies. So yeah, that looks nice and safe and simple to get. It's not. It's never simple. It's always difficult. Okay. So I'm going to change up a bunch of our beads and stuff here. So we'll put those 2 on. Which one is this? Magic attacks? I don't really need... Well, maybe some magic attacks might be good. What we want to get is our fire protection up. Keep that one on too. So we have 2 more. We won't need that actually. Where's the one that gives me really good defense? There it is. That's more strength. Where's the other one that protects against fire? It's a piece of the mask. Did I never pick that up? There it is. And we're not going to need that. Where is it? Maybe I didn't get it yet. So then we'll do the one that increases our attack speed. Okay, so wish me luck because the floor collapses because someone threw a flaming sword at us. And it's boss fight time. There's Queerce. We heard about him. Now Queerce is actually pretty tough. But I really like his boss fight. A lot of it is a matter of just getting the timing and stuff right. Now, I've fought him a few times, and he is, you know, well, I mean, I say he's tough, but it's a matter that he really hits very hard. So if you don't get the timing right, you can get stuck in like what almost happened to me there. Yeah, like when he does those stomps from the air, it is possible to block them, but we're probably just better off avoiding them. So this is probably the best time to hit him, when he's up here in the corner like that. Now it is possible to block him here, which also makes him vulnerable to attack. Now I gotta be careful. Okay. So, oh, no, we're not gonna let you get us. Yeah, now when he does those stomps, it's gonna take 5 columns of fire. Come on, you. That's also a good time to get him. We're doing really good, actually. I'm surprised. Okay, gotta be careful of his... Oh, I thought he was gonna do the stomps. I think we gotta dodge 4. Yeah. Come on, you. We are doing really good. I'm very surprised, actually. Well, you know, we came prepared. We knew what we needed to do to beat him. Got him. Oh, it would have been so cool to get his sword. Alright, so we'll switch back to that. And we'll go back to the beads I normally like to use. Which is... yeah, that one. Not that one. One thing that it really does, it kind of throws me off a little bit, is that the beads are in the order you collect them. So I kind of get thrown off from where they should be. Okay, where's the one? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Oh, it's you.
The one you have pulled from punishment was
Kierce, okay.
one of the sheltered. He was unjustly condemned to the stake for heresy, and the Inquisitors bore witness to the flames, engulfing his body amidst an atrocious communion of prayers and cries. Still, when it was over, and the flames had died, the merciful miracle called them forth again, and from them, from the ashes and the embers, the body of Kierce rose anew. For fiery are the paths of the miracle.
Yeah, the miracle doesn't sound really that miraculous. But we heard about that. That poor guy. So let's go over here and get this. And we have the key to the high peaks. So let's see what that's about. A key for the transportation that leads to the remote Covenant. Bleh. The key must be silver, but not any kind. I want it to be as the purest there is. Bring it to me when its beauty is as high as the task is meaningful. The chariot will be sealed and forbidden, and your horses will sleep for as long as I order it. This I command, and my command is the command of His Holiness himself. Convent? Why am I having a try? I'm just so bad at words. Hey there, buddy. It's going to be important to remember where all these confessor statues are. It's going to be important pretty soon, actually. So I'm surprised we did that in one go. So back up here in Silhouette Town. Oh, Moon Baby. One more left. And we got the key to the high peaks. And see, there's like a little horse silhouette down there at the bottom. Oh, there's a bunch of them. I'm starting to wonder if those are actually like statues. Well, they look like statues here, but doesn't necessarily mean they are. And look where we are. We're back at the Covenant of the Lady of the Charred Visage. Yeah, and there's the Lady of Pain.
The last one of these pains of mine, the deepest and sharpest of them all. Now depart towards the cradle of punishment, O penitent one in guilt.
Okay, so I believe we now have our maximum health. And there's a teleporter. here's what we came for. The Mirrored Mask of Dalphos. Artifact found in the hands of a dead Archdeacon in the tower isolated amidst snow. Confessions from Dalphos, Part 1. They don't understand. They will not find grace amid old books and dark dreams. Grace is in the purity itself, in what we can see and touch. I must study the beauty of the shining and the curves that reflect this transformed truth. I must study the art of the goldsmiths as a miracle controls their hands, creating ornaments in its image and likeness. Here in these icy rooms, they will finally leave me alone. So there's still one more Moonchild to find.
I awake now from the silver ash that has been my cradle. The miracle calls me.
Trying to think, where could it be? If there's anywhere we haven't checked. No, there's a couple down here that sometimes catch me off guard. Oh, we're done there, so we can delete that. So we still gotta fill up that other bile flask. Where's the closest one to go? Well, that doesn't help. Well, let's go to the Archcathedral rooftops. Yep, the chalice has been emptied because we teleported. That's okay. Where is a really close room to get? That's not really close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close too, so maybe we'll teleport over to that one. There we go. Oh, is there... Did I... Hang on. Is there an actual moon baby here, or did I just put that marker there by accident? Probably put it there by accident. Yeah, we got the one down here. Now we got the lungs on, correct? Yes. Gotcha. Yes, please. Yep. So let us teleport to the church.
The miracle has been merciful to us. As long as this brotherhood has brothers, even if just one, there will be hope for the ill. Take this as a token of gratitude, penitent one in piety.
Thank you kindly. Now that, I think, is for getting this guy in here back. Is he still here? No, he's moved on. But he was the one checking out the lady in perpetual agony. Okay, so let's donate again. Because I don't know how close we are, but I do know we have to give 100,000 in total. And we've given a lot. So let's try giving 25,000. And there is a new goodie waiting for us. A Cloistered Ruby. A crystal sphere imprisoning a ruby heart. The gem sparkles with lightning from other lands, filling the glass a stormy night. Strange energy fills the wearer with determination, electrifying the very air around him after drinking from a bile flask. So from the sounds of it, I'm guessing it gives us some protection after we drink. Stop that. So there's still one Moonchild unaccounted for. There's still one bone unaccounted for. What else? Well, let's get our rosary bead done. That's not it.
Now let my fingers tie a new mystery. The mysteries of your rosary are now complete. My task is complete, although my sins have now become unforgivable as a result. I do not know where I will go, but I am sure that it will not be to the other side of the dream.
Well, at least you're not languishing in that cage anymore.
My body of blue flame is being extinguished.
Thank you, though. So now we have a complete rosary, I don't know what you want to call it. Well, it's a complete rosary, we'll just say that. So what do we want to put there for our last one? Now, of course, we can always mix and match them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the weight of true guilt there. Because we are going to be doing things with that very shortly. Okay, so we are going to go back up to where the olive trees wither. And finally, I know what we're doing here. So we had our buddy that was in here in the tree. We brought him the oil. And I thought that he was supposed to open up an area for us. Now, in the end, what we ended up doing was we just dropped down here to get to that area. Well, it ends up what we want to do is go all the way here. Because it ends up he knocks out this wall. And here he is. He's still turned into a tree. But he's here with a bunch of other tree people looking over well, what looks like an empty grave. We got the dried flowers bathed in tears. Olive tree petals, vitrified by frost. Tears of true bitterness prevented the cold from withering them completely. Now they are an offering never made, lost in the snow before it could reach the sculpture of the saint. Well, I remember with great sorrow. Ingracia was one of us, born in Alberto like you and me. She was peculiar, however, because every day, after a day of gathering olives, she stayed in the mountains while the rest of us left. Some said they had seen her cry, and that's why we thought she stayed amongst the olive trees, to be alone with her sorrow. Many years of drought raised the land back then, but although the other crops dried up and died, the olive trees on our hill would not. They remained the best harvest, to everyone's surprise. This gave rise to the rumor that the olive trees were being watered by the girl's very tears. One morning we found the girl dead, leaning on one of the olive trees. Whether she died of sorrow we will never know. We buried her in a small cave next to the olive trees where she cried. The next day, the olive trees had withered. So we actually fall in here, and there she is. And we're just going to give her those flowers. And for that we get the Satire della Rosa. And this is an interesting little prayer. The pain of flesh embodied the definitive penance, total detachment of self in the firm pursuit of virtue. This sorrowful and desperate chant overflowed with conviction, and those who intoned it will be rewarded with vital energy from every hit they land on their enemies. So that's a fancy way of saying that when we whack an enemy, we'll get some health back. And I wanted to use it while we were fighting Queerce? I already forgot how to say his name properly. But we are going to need more money. Now, there are ways to make money, and I will show you guys that in a minute. We're going to teleport back to the Archcathedral rooftops. We're going to use that mask. And now here we are, at the very top. In dreams I hear him speak to me, even though his words have no sound. In dreams I can see him watch me, even though his eyes are made of silver. So if we walked to the right, we'd have a very difficult boss fight ahead of us. A very difficult boss fight that, well, I never beat. I got this far the last time I was playing, and, well, couldn't beat the boss. And then I lost my save. But here we are. We're ready to go take on that boss that's ahead of us. But you know what? There's still a few more things I'd like to get done. So I think it's time for some fun and games.